welcome to my that's not the intro.
You're welcome to our YouTube channel.
That's an intro.
You're welcome.
Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Olajumoke, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome back. Today I'm sure you already can tell that I'm in a studio making my nails. Now I'm in a studio with one of Ibadan's finest and best nail tech, if I say so myself.
Oh my god.
She is good, guys. She's very good. For those who have been asking me, where do you get your nails done? Who does it for you? And all of that. And I'm like, oh, it's this girl in Ibadan. Her name is Victoria. And those of you asking, now you've seen her. And now now you're watching the process. So really, she hasn't touched my nails a full glam in about a year.
I haven't fixed your nails in a year.
In a
last
year,
time I did was press on.
Yes, that was about 8 months ago. And I did press on, so it wasn't anything serious. So today we're going to be making my nails, and well, you watch the process, and we're going to be asking her some questions because obviously she's an entrepreneur. She does makeup too. What again do you do? She has a nail oil and hair oil brand or line. She does quite a number of things. She makes hair bonnets. In fact, the girl is an all-rounder, jack of all trades and master of all. Yeah, to an extent.
I'm so glad you said master of all, because I'm like,
yeah. So we'll be asking her a couple of questions, and I want you to stay tuned, get encouraged and enjoy. Sit down, relax, and sip on the bottom. All right, let's get straight into it. So Miss Victoria of the Classy Splash, located in the city of Ibadan in Oyo State, Nigeria. Introduce yourself. Who are you, really?
Okay,
my,
you guys,
my friends want to
let me just apologize, before we start. I might not be looking up much because I'm working and talking at the same time, so just pardon me. Okay, so what was your question again?
Introduce yourself.
Okay, yes. My name is Agada Victoria, and yeah, I'm the creative director of the Classy Splash, I guess.
In the most humble way.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
Honestly, because there are a lot of people that own this business with me.
Okay, quick backstory. I've known Victoria for about 7 years, and she has been my nail tech for about 4 years. Yes, officially 4 years. I've been a guinea pig and all sorts. So
no, the first year was like testing.
So yes.
Officially 3 years, but the first year was like
So officially 3 years, and not because she's here. I wouldn't mince words. I wouldn't say what is not. But she's very good. For those of you who always fall in love with my nails, now you see the person behind the good nails. I just needed you to know that. Anyway, so tell us, how did the Classy Splash come up? There was a time you were called Beauty Splash Africa.
Yeah.
Then you rebranded and became the Classy Splash. Yeah. So tell us, how did the Classy Splash come up? Not the name per se, but how did
the whole brand?
Yes,
okay,
brand come
okay. Okay, well, it started with me being a tomboy, honestly, and my mom wanted me to do something that would probably bring out my girly side, I guess. So she put me in makeup school, and I really liked the blend of colors and stuff. So I got to Instagram and just looking for what is not looking for you, basically. Doing some researches and on makeup. Then I think Instagram does this thing where if you start looking for things like makeup, they'll start popping up nails. I don't know, everything related to beauty, they'll start bringing it up on your timeline.
I don't makeup, nails.
Yeah, I think they do that. So I started seeing nails and I'm like, that looks nice. That looks nice. And I had really nice long nails. So I'm like, okay, let me just start practicing on myself. So I'll get little nail polishes in the house and my mom's nail polishes, and I'll start playing around with it, trying to recreate the design I saw. And then I took onto YouTube and I started looking at YouTube videos of nails, and I started with YouTube videos for designs, actually nail designs. And from there I started noticing that I think I'm interested in this thing. So YouTube became my best friend. Instagram became my paddy, and that was where I learned how to make nails. Honestly, that was where I learned how
So
to make
the
nails.
long and short of what you're saying is you're self-taught. Yeah.
Yes, for nails I am self-taught, but for makeup I'm not.
Okay. So well, you grew up in Lagos, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
And you came to school in Ibadan, and then you
Yes.
stayed back and all of that. So tell us, how is business in Ibadan?
Okay. Truth is, most people think Ibadan folks are broke. That's a lie. That is a huge lie. They are not. And the only reason why I decided to stay back in Ibadan is because I realized that there weren't a lot of nail techs in Ibadan. There were roadside, we plaster the nail on it, we move on, we pour DPI inside it, we move on kind of people. So I'm like, Lagos is already saturated with, nail techs, people that actually know what they are doing.
In fact,
So I'm like, Ibadan doesn't have that. Like, it doesn't have a lot of people that know what they are doing at the time I started. So I just decided that, why not just stay in Ibadan and take the market in Ibadan? So
do you have plans of opening a branch in Lagos? Because for people like us who are not based in Ibadan, we get hungry for your touch, and we have to travel hours, well, about 3 hours, all the way to come and get nails done.
You guys, I'm so
it's
sorry.
not economical.
This is me apologizing to all of my clients right now. Like,
please, if you want her in Lagos, make a comment and put it in the comment section below. We need her to come to Lagos.
Oh my god.
Or in fact, let me even ask you, do you hope to open a branch in Lagos? I mean, who is with me? Just put a thumbs up somewhere in the comment section, because we need to know.
Honestly,
do you have plans on?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I don't know yet. At least it's not in the plan yet. But because I have a lot of clients who come from Lagos, Ilorin, all those places, and all of them want me to be in all those places, and I'm like, you guys, it can't work. But I don't know. I come to Lagos once in a while. Every time I'm in Lagos, I call all of my clients.
What is your definition of once in a while? Once in 6 months?
No. Okay, you guys. Truth be told, what
I would like to you, right? She's a stranger here, right? So I would like to use once in 6 months, guys.
No. The thing is, if a client should call me, that she wants to get her nails done and she's in Lagos, I ask her that, do you have any other person who would want to do their nails there? So if there are about 3-4 people, they'll split the bill of me having to come all the way to Lagos to get their nails done, and I would actually come. So if you're like 4 or 5 people within the space of like 2 days, I can plan you guys that, okay, within 2 days I'll get all of you done and sorted out. So I would actually come to Lagos, and I used to see my family and catch cruise too. So yeah.
We know that Lagos is the epicenter of Nigeria,
Yeah.
basically, and next is Abuja.
Yeah.
Since we know that Lagos is the headquarters for so many businesses, so many companies, and all of that. Now, if you compare business in Lagos and that of Ibadan, well, in my head or in some people's head, it's not like there's no comparison. So how do you see business in Lagos to business in Ibadan? How can you compare both?
Honestly,
What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. If I were in Lagos, I would be making mad money. I'm not even going to lie. But I believe, I cannot go crazy. Lagos is a mad town. I went to see my parents for like my birthday. They wanted me to celebrate my birthday in Lagos because they hadn't seen me in a while. And
Can you imagine that?
I'm a busy person, you guys.
What kind of impression are you creating?
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. Okay, no. In all honesty, I love my parents. Like, anybody that knows me knows I love my parents, but at the same time I had a lot of things to do. I was serving. That was the main reason why I didn't see them in a while, because I was serving, and where I was serving
What is
was
serving for
NYSC.
What is NYSC for international audience?
National
Youth
Service.
Corps.
Yeah,
It's a compulsory 1-year program every graduate of an institution in Nigeria has to go through. So it's compulsory. That's what she's referring to.
So I was serving, and they had not seen me in a really, really long time. So I had to go home for my birthday so that they can see me and we can catch up and all of that good stuff. And I could have sworn that the moment we entered Lagos, I knew. The first thing I was just hearing horns blaring. Bam, bam, bam. What is going? I was so confused.
But you interjection. You know, if you can live in Lagos comfortably, when I mean comfortably, I'm not talking about finances, but if you can survive in Lagos, brethren,
you can survive anywhere in the world. Anywhere.
If you can successfully go through Lagos, even spend just 1 year, you can survive anywhere.
And then there was now traffic everywhere. I felt like I was choking. I was shrinking. I was like, please take me back to where I'm coming from. I'm not doing it again. Cause I was legit lost. It was so rowdy. Everybody so impatient.
Why are you acting as if you weren't born in Lagos? You weren't born and bred in Lagos.
I was born in Lagos, yeah, but I didn't used to go out. I wasn't a go out kind of. My school was right behind my house. Everything was around my house. You know, I was just legit chilling and flexing. So I don't know. Now I was saying that market is good in Lagos, but then the craziness in Lagos is just.
Is that what you cannot deal with? Or
that's the first thing I can't deal with. The second thing I cannot deal with is how pricey Lagos is.
That would be good for your market. Not exploiting people, don't get me wrong, but I mean she's going to get quite a number of clients, although the competition will be very, very high.
Yes,
yes. Equally as good people in Lagos, nail technicians.
Honestly,
so,
I'm not even. I'm honestly not even bothered about the competition because I feel like a little competition keeps you on your toes.
It brings out the best in you to an extent. Yeah.
It's not always nice when you feel like you're the best at something and you're just, you know.
She's being quite humble. Honestly, if you ask people who do nails and all of that in Ibadan, and you ask who are the top 3, or let's say top 4 nail techs in Ibadan, her name will pop up. I don't know what number, but her name will pop up. Is that serious? She's that
anyways.
And in fact, we were having a conversation just some hours earlier, and she said that she's the only nail tech in Ibadan who does nail forms.
That I know of.
That she knows of.
And that people have told
So if you want to know what nail forms are, okay, just explain it. There's no need putting it on the screen. Nail
forms are just like they look like paper here. And you guys, the funny thing is, the very first time I saw nail forms in my life on YouTube, I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? It looks so different. And I wanted to be different in everything I did. I just really, really, really wanted to be different. So I'm like, okay, let me try this out. Do you know what I did? I got normal paper in my house and I plastered it with sellotape, and then I finally bent the paper and the sellotape to make a form and I cut it to frame it, and that was how I built like my first acrylic nail because I didn't have these tips to use, and that was what I was doing. YouTube is a blessing, honestly.
Yes.
Like there's nothing you cannot learn on YouTube.
Yes.
I want to try to look for the nail
There's
forms
nothing.
and show you guys.
Everything is on YouTube.
Okay,
guys.
so you guys,
Everything.
this is my roll of nail forms, and this is what it looks like. Let me just bring this out for you.
For you, my friends.
That's
one nail she's bringing out.
This is what it looks like. This is why I don't like wearing gloves with foams. You can.
Okay, let's experiment, guys.
Oh my god. Take it. Okay, so let me just push this in. And basically, you fit it to the.
There's really not much difference between the nail forms and the normal tips, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
there isn't much different, but the nail forms sculpt your natural nails better.
Delicious curve.
Look. And I'm just forming the curve of her nail. And voila.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let me take closer to the camera.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it?
So that's what your nail forms look like, and you just use it to build
like.
You just use it to build the nail, basically. That's basically it. Like the fact that I don't want to have to spend so much money, and then before I'll get a very good location and that will be close to my house, or if I don't want it to be close, because I stay on the outskirts of Ogun. My family stays on the outskirts of Ogun, so I would have to want to get somewhere in Lagos so that I can avoid all of that traffic, that extra. I just nah.
That's very interesting.
I
You
just
have
can't.
a very, in fact, she's quite knowledgeable about nails. I mean, when I see her teaching her students, I mean, she's so detailed, you know, she pays attention, she knows how to teach, you know. So if you're interested in her Instagram account
properly so that they can become
on the
competition and I can so honestly,
so if you're interested in nails, please, she's the plug. You don't have to come physically. Yes, she does online classes. So now let me ask you, going out of nail, but we're young people, to ask you, what do you think about our present day youths and values? Because I've realized that quite a number of youths don't have values. There are 4 categories of the people who were trained and who took training from home. There are the people who were trained. Sorry.
Thank you.
See what I'm saying? There are people who were trained and didn't take the training. There are people who were not trained but trained themselves. There are people who were not trained and did not bother training themselves. Now, that last 2 categories, what do you have to say about them? Because I see some certain behaviors amongst youths, and I wonder what has become of this generation. So much indecency, so much immorality, so much disrespect, so much disregard for authorities or even for parents. I mean, so what do you have to say? Because I'm sure you're inspiring somebody out there now and they're looking up to you. Oh, I want to be like Victoria when I grow up, blah blah blah. I really want to learn nails. So tell them that it's not just about being good at what you do. There are other things that you need to learn also. So what do you say about youth and values?
I'm going to give an example first. Now, I once went to a bride who I was doing her makeup after wedding shoot, and while I was working, she just kept on staring at me, crack little jokes, and I'll go back to my work. And then everybody that came in, I'll greet them, I'll be pleasant and everything, because that's how my mother trained me. Let her catch me not being pleasant. Hell's gonna break loose. So I was, being pleasant and everything. And when I was done, she was like, you know what, now she had not told me that somebody recommended me at first. She was like, somebody recommended you to me and they told me this is how you are and I met you like that. And honestly, those words alone just made me feel so good, because I'm like, this is amazing. I want people to always talk about.
So we're right now in phase 2. This is not even the strenuous part, right? The strenuous part is the filing.
Which is so annoying.
Yes, by the way, she's doing acrylic for me, so you see the end product by the end of the video. So you were talking about values.
Yes, and I was like, even I've had clients who commend me for values. Like, they just come here and they're like, oh, Victoria, I just remembered you today and I felt like laughing and just gisting, and I decided to come over to your studio to get my nails done. And I'm like, I'm not even a funny person. Let's start from there. Oh, I don't think I'm funny, Sha. So I don't think I'm funny.
I reserve my comment.
So anyways, values, it is one thing to have talent here. It's another thing to have values. I feel like your talent will bring you into the spotlight, but your values
will keep you there.
Honestly,
please write it down. Your talents will bring you into the spotlight, but your values will keep you there, guys.
And truth is, value is not something that just jumps on you. It's something that you have to learn and practice over time. Like, it takes God's grace for me to have a client who is literally just doing my head in, and I'll still keep a straight face. I'll be smiling and laughing with the client, all because I have to be respectful and I have to make sure that the client gets exactly what she wants. And that kind of patience doesn't come on the spot. It's something that you have to have been practicing over time. So I'll say that whether you receive the training from home or you didn't get trained.
Yeah.
It is left to you to, retrain yourself. There are even certain values that our parents instill in us that need refining, basically.
I think so too.
So you have to take out
but
time
it
to
is
refine.
the basis, is the
Yes.
foundation. Then you build on it. It is the foundation.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Shout out to all the parents who have trained their children.
Shout out to my mommy.
Shout out to you, my listeners, who have retrained yourself, who took it and are living with it. Nothing can be compared to good values.
Honestly,
values.
guys, honestly.
Values have been lost. I mean,
It's so strange because you see a lot of our peers and you're like, what are you doing? What are you
you just
doing?
shake your head and you're like,
I heard, I was listening to somebody, a client actually, and she was like, oh, why does she have to be stressing herself when her boyfriend is there? And I'm like, auntie,
is that a bank or something, or something
like, I don't
that?
understand. He does not have family members that he's taking care of also.
I like that.
Like, I don't get it. Now, I have certain clients that I can be frank with, and I have certain clients that I'll just smile and be like, oh, okay.
You know,
And in my mind, I'm like, I know, right, Shemi? Like, I pity you, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
well, that's some wisdom there. Okay, so tell us, how affordable are you?
I'm affordable. No, you
Say
guys.
what?
You guys, I'm actually seeing. I'm very, very affordable. If you look at, don't worry, I'll give her my price list to put up, like right here in.
Are you really going
affordable.
to do that?
I will. Honestly, I will. I'll give her my price
Okay.
list.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I have nothing to hide. I'm not the kind of person that based on your status or something, I'll charge you more or I'll charge you less.
Same for
It's
everyone.
same for everybody. I cannot shout because that's when you go and meet yourself in the gym.
You
And you
know.
say, how much did you do your nail? 5K, how much did you do your nail? 10K. Ah, she bought me. I can't shout and I cannot fight.
Wow.
So let everybody know that it's the same pricing for everybody.
Mm.
And I actually do not like that thing. That's still part of the values because both human beings. So why should I be paying more for the same service? Unless maybe there's some VIP treatment to it or something like that. You know how you have first class economy and all of that. You know it's different treatment. So that's why they have to pay different fare, but it's still the same plane. Do you understand? But I am rendering the same. Unless you want extra service, so I can pop champagne. If you will pay your money, I will pop it.
She does home service too, so if you need her, I'll leave her all her details on the screen and in the description below. Give 5 tips to a young and budding nail technician who wants to, learn from you and all of that. Just 5 tips to.
The first thing I always ask my students when they walk in the door is, why did you choose nails? Because one of my students today was telling me she has only done 4 classes with me, and she was like, I didn't know it was like this. Like I thought you were just going to teach us how to just slap the nails on. And by the time I told them bring out your pen and paper, they were like, what? I'm like, oh, you didn't know there was theory to this business? Okay, bring out your pen and paper. Guys, the question first of all is why? Why do you want to do this business? Do you want to do it for the money? Because you will leave. If you want to do it for the money, actually you will leave because the money will not come just like that. People have to trust you first before you start making the money.
There are really flourishing days, and there are days where it is actually
drizzling
very dry and it's drizzling sometimes too. So there's stages to these things.
Honestly. So that's the first question I'll ask. Why do you want to get into this thing?
Question.
The second question would be, do you have the time and the patience?
Okay.
Because most people just feel like, in fact, in general, most people just feel like everybody's thriving in this business, so I'll just jump into it. You don't know the head detail, the struggles, nothing. And you just jump into it. Every business has its own struggles, and you have to be patient. You just have to learn that patience, and you have to have that passion. You have to make sure that you develop that passion. So if you're passionate about what you do, now we can talk. So what are you doing to make sure that you get to where you want to go to? You will not expect me to just teach you all that I know and you will be thriving on all that I taught you. It doesn't make any sense. if I just watched only one nail tech on YouTube and I decided to just go with her technique and everything, I will be very, very handicapped, because that is the only method I know. And that is why I don't teach my students to do it the exact way I'm doing it. I tell you why it should be done this certain way and how you can do it for different people. Then you use your common sense to now know that, okay, oh, this technique, this is how it should be, so let me try this method to see if it works. Not my boss said, Victoria said this is how it should be and that is how it would be. I hate that thing in my life.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Another point
Would be diligent. Be diligent. You guys, backstory, like I used to have sleepless nights trying to learn trying to watch videos and practice, and Shubi used to be my guinea pig, honestly. Like, the fourth point that I'll make is get you friends that would encourage you, honestly. I know I'm talking ahead this swelling. Shut up. I'm talking now ahead is swelling, because you have to have people that will encourage you
Very
around
important.
you. Because when I first started practicing with her nails, I'll fix her nails, she will enter the bathroom and she's having a bath and she'll not just knock on my door and be like, the nails fell off, and I'm like, and she's like, no, don't be sad, don't cry, we'll do it again tomorrow. And her fingers will be sore,
Yeah.
and she will still sit down there. Like, honestly, you need to get yourself people that will support your dream, because anybody can just say any rubbish and dash your hopes.
Yeah.
Do you get? And the fifth thing would be that you need to believe in yourself and look for materials. Believe in yourself and invest in materials. Like, I don't know how much of my data I have dashed Airtel. I don't know how much of my life I have
Airtel,
dashed
please,
YouTube.
if you see this video, sponsor it, even though it would have come out before.
Honestly, I don't know how much of my life I have dashed YouTube, do you understand? But I know
Yeah.
it was all for the greater good. I don't know how much of my sleep I have lost. Even right now, once in a while, I still get insomnia because I've like trained my body just to be awake. Because I have to be in school during the day, so I can't do that during the day. So I only have to watch during the nights. You guys, it takes a lot of dedication, and don't take things for granted, especially when you have somebody to teach you. Stay and listen. Ask questions. You will not die if you ask questions. Honestly, it's
Questions
annoying.
don't kill.
You will not die. Ask questions. Like, ask. Last, the person will tell you, I'm not telling you. Ask first.
Yeah.
Do you guys understand? So I think that's 5 things, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Victoria
Yeah,
Agada
you're
of
welcome.
the Classy Splash,
You're
the creative
welcome.
director of the Classy Splash. It was so nice talking to you.
It was
Don't worry,
very-
guys. I will set a picture of my nails when they're done. Thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. Like I said, I'll put up all details if you want to get in touch with her. So you talk to her. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.
And
Bye bye.
she's my controller general at the end of the day.
By the way, don't think these nails are free. I'm paying for them.
Before Uncle,
I am paying for them. So
my eye have
please,
clear ground.
please don't think they are not for free. I'm paying for them. Thank you so much.
This is a sponsored video. She's sponsoring herself, people.
Bye bye, guys. You not tell my friends bye bye. Yeah, this is a recording. We are two quiet individuals. So I don't scrape my skin in the process. Ngwanu.
You know, when people lie, fears to catch you sometimes, but she's not a lying person, so
Yes, I'm a truthful person.
Yes,
Check
yeah,
her
yes.
channel. At what's that channel name again? The
Victoria
Classes.
This is how I used to know people that watch my channel. There's a classic.
It was.
At
It
one
was.
point, at one point.
We have very sharp memory.
No.
Oh,
It's
sharp.
called Victoria TCS, Victoria Space TCS. That's my channel.
And you're trying to wear shoulder pad and you're like this.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a video. A complete. Don't even watch it. Don't worry because it was not.
Please watch it. Let us open our furrow to the industry.
Because she wanted to the rep that I'm trying to build. Oh God. Streets of YouTube. Oh, we popular. We popular.
Learn up with your tongue.
We popular.
You know me say learn, right? Be lawyer.
Manju convincing.
Oh my gosh. I've missed you honestly. Yeah. Did I say that? No. Oh no. And there was a cut. There was, oh God.
We gonna put it like that. You gonna see.
No,
you
guys did not hear me say anything.
Don't try to be a liar. You're not a liar. So just.
I didn't say
accept
anything,
like
you
it
guys.
is.
I didn't say anything. I did not say anything.
This is the work. You file and
This is my least favorite part, guys.
File. In fact, the filing ni bó ṣe jẹ́.
Yeah, they be.
E go be. You get as e be, e go be. Right? Wow. You get as e be, e go be.
It go be.
Oh, I feel so beautiful. Like.
Tangy, Kotski, Seziki. Oh no, rubbish.
Rara. It's my name.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
At the end of the day. Well, very fine.
What? Bye, guys.